Crown Insights, memorable quotes from England's royalty. Crown Insights, memorable quotes from England's royalty. Welcome to our video on memorable quotes from the kings and queens of England. For centuries, the monarchs of England have inspired and fascinated people around the world with their words and deeds. From King Henry VIII to Queen Elizabeth II, the English monarchy has played a pivotal role in shaping the course of history, both at home and abroad. In this video, we will explore some of the most powerful and thought-provoking quotes from English monarchs, and delve into the meanings and contexts behind their words. So sit back, relax, and join us on a journey through the words and wisdom of England's royal past. I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king. Queen Elizabeth I. This famous quote is attributed to Queen Elizabeth I, who ruled England from 1558 until her death in 1603. She was known for her strong leadership and her ability to navigate the complex political landscape of her time. This quote captures Elizabeth's confidence, determination, and sense of self-worth. It continues to inspire people today, particularly women who are breaking down barriers and challenging gender stereotypes in their own lives. I have no desire to make windows into men's souls. King Henry VIII. The quote is attributed to King Henry VIII, who ruled England from 1509 until his death in 1547. The quote is often cited as an example of Henry's reluctance to pry into the private thoughts and beliefs of his subjects, particularly in matters of religion. This quote is seen as a reflection of Henry's complex and often contradictory personality. While he was willing to use force and coercion to achieve his political goals, he also recognized the value of individual autonomy and the importance of respecting the inner lives of his subjects. We are not amused. Queen Victoria. The quote is famously attributed to Queen Victoria, who reigned over the United Kingdom from 1837 until her death in 1901. The quote has become synonymous with Victoria's stern and unapproachable public persona. The quote "We are not amused" is a testament to Queen Victoria's enduring legacy as a powerful and influential figure in British history. It has become an iconic phrase that captures her image as a stern and uncompromising leader, and it continues to be remembered and repeated to this day. The highest of distinctions is service to others. King George VI. The quote is attributed to King George VI, who reigned over the United Kingdom from 1936 until his death in 1952. The quote highlights the importance of serving others and placing their needs above one's own. This quote reflects King George VI's legacy as a humble and compassionate leader who prioritized the needs of his people above his own. It continues to inspire people today, reminding us of the importance of serving others and working to make a positive impact in our communities. I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service. Queen Elizabeth II. The quote "shall be devoted to your service" was spoken by Queen Elizabeth II during her accession declaration ceremony on February 6, 1952. The young queen was only 25 years old at the time and was still coming to terms with the unexpected death of her father, King George VI. This quote reflects Queen Elizabeth II's deep sense of duty and her willingness to devote her life to serving others. It also underscores the enduring importance of public service and the role of leadership in promoting the well-being of one's country and its people. The thing that impresses me most about America is the way parents obey their children. King Edward VII. The quote attributed to King Edward VII, the King of the United Kingdom and the British Dominions from 1901 until his death in 1910, has been interpreted in different ways by different people. Some have taken it as a criticism of American parenting, while others have seen it as a comment on the strength of American family values. The comment has endured as a reflection of attitudes toward parenting and family values in America. Some see it as evidence of the strength of American individualism and the importance placed on children's rights and well-being, while others view it as a criticism of a society that places too much emphasis on indulgence and permissiveness at the expense of traditional values of respect and discipline. Ultimately, the meaning of the quote depends on one's perspective and interpretation, and it continues to be debated and discussed today. I shall be an easy queen to serve, because I shall rule according to the wishes of my subjects. Queen Anne. The quote attributed to Queen Anne, the Queen of England, Scotland, and Ireland from 1702 to 1714. At the time, women were not generally seen as suitable leaders, and there were many who doubted Queen Anne's ability to rule. However, she proved to be a capable and effective monarch, and her reign saw significant advances in the fields of literature, science, and architecture. The quote also reflects the complex political situation of the time, as Queen Anne was faced with the challenge of ruling a country that was deeply divided along religious and political lines. Despite these challenges, she remained committed to her vision of a united and prosperous England, and she worked tirelessly to achieve this goal. The quote is a powerful statement of resilience and determination, and it serves as a reminder of the strength and courage that can be found in even the most seemingly vulnerable individuals. We are told that the pen is mightier than the sword, but I know which of these weapons I would choose. King George III. The quote attributed to King George III, who ruled Great Britain from 1760 to 1820, is often interpreted as a statement about the relative power of words versus physical force. In the context of the time period in which he lived, it may have reflected the belief that military might was the most effective way to achieve one's goals. However, it's important to note that the quote has been interpreted in different ways by different people. Some see it as a reflection of the king's preference for direct action and his willingness to use force to achieve his aims. Others see it as evidence of the limitations of words in the face of real-world conflicts, and the need for a more pragmatic approach to problem-solving. Regardless of how one interprets the quote, it is clear that King George III was a controversial and polarizing figure, both in his own time and in subsequent history. I will have but one mistress and no master. Queen Mary I. The quote is attributed to Queen Mary I of England. Mary I was the daughter of King Henry VIII and his first wife Catherine of Aragon, and she ruled England from 1553 until her death in 1558. The quote is a powerful statement of Queen Mary's commitment to ruling England with integrity and independence. It also highlights the challenges faced by female rulers throughout history, who have had to work harder than their male counterparts to assert their authority and gain the respect of their subjects. There is time enough for everything, in the course of the day, if you do but one thing at once, but there is not time enough in the year, if you will do two things at a time. King Charles II. The quote is attributed to King Charles II of England. This quote highlights the importance of focus and prioritization in achieving one's goals. King Charles II's quote is a reminder that time is a precious resource, and we should use it wisely by focusing on what's truly important and avoiding distractions. By doing so, we can achieve our goals and live more fulfilling lives. In conclusion, the memorable quotes of the kings and queens of England provide a fascinating glimpse into the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs of the country's monarchs throughout history. Through the quotes featured in our video, we have explored a range of themes, including leadership, power, love, and sacrifice. We have seen how these themes have been woven into the fabric of English history, shaping the country's destiny and influencing the lives of its people. By studying the words and wisdom of England's royalty, we can gain a deeper understanding of the forces that have shaped our world, and of the enduring legacy of the English monarchy. Whether we are inspired by the courage of Queen Elizabeth I, the steadfastness of King George VI, or the visionary leadership of Queen Victoria, these quotes remind us of the power of words to move and motivate us, and of the enduring impact of England's royal heritage. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.